Can you tell I didn't sleep well? I think the eyes. I think you can tell.
Laundry is overdue this week.
I mean, I say this week like I do it every week. I don't. I try to get a load in of my stuff. I try to get a load in once a week, but realistically, that pile's been growing for a while. So what on earth? I've got an extra pillow in here. This is my body pillow. And so today, it's Saturday. I have no specific plans, mainly because I'm waiting in for my prescription, and I'm going to do some laundry. I'm actually going to get some sort of stuff sorted out. I went to bed super late last night. I woke up this morning just feeling like total garbage about 6:30. So I've been laying in bed watching things on my phone until Lee got up and took the dog, and so I'm just going to get up now and start my day. When I say start my day, I'm going to put a load of washing in, and I'm going to sit on the sofa and play Stardew Valley. I'll do a touch of skincare first. I'm trying to get into the habit of like morning skincare because I'm not great at that. I used to just like literally rinse my face and then just go about my makeup and stuff and not do really. People would ask me all the time, like, what do you wash your face with in the morning? Like if I did any kind of skincare routine, and I was like, same thing, same products. I'm not great with daytime skincare, especially if I'm not wearing makeup. It's hard to kind of get into that habit. This is quite nice, but it's not doing. This was the thing that I mainly wanted to get the Beauty Pie subscription for, the Uber Youth Realistic Face and Neck Serum. I wanted to get the spray, which I probably will try at some point, but that one seemed like you got more for your money, the one in the actual bottle. I mean, it's not overnight done something, wow. I think I'm expecting too much, but still, you know. But I'm trying to get into the habit of a little bit of something every morning. These Curel products have really helped because they're just so easy. The Hydrating Water Essence and the Moisture Facial Milk. I use those every morning, and I've been using them every night. They're not super cheap, but they are kind of like high-end drugstore, I would call them. I think they're about £18 each, full price. So that's going to be relatively expensive to replace at the same time. But I don't know. Also, I think I'm going to take my IPL that I do my face with into the living room. I've started taking all of my skincare tech, all my beauty tech stuff. I've now got on my side, which is my side table. Lee laughed because I can't have enough sides, enough surfaces. If I have a surface, I'll fill it. So Lee has like a very reasonably sized little, it's like a small coffee table type thing to the side that he has like a drink on. That's it, just like a drink. I have all of my worldly possessions. If we go anywhere, he'll always be like, oh, do you want me to put a bag in the boot? No, I need to be able to have access to all of my things all at once. If we're flying, do you want me to put something in the overhead bin? No, I would rather have no leg room and access to all of my things at any given time. So downstairs now I have a little lineup of like my LED mask type things, my microcurrent. I've even put my Apple Watch charger there. Just, I'm thinking, oh, will I use things more if I see them more? Unfortunately, they become kind of part of the furniture and I just stop seeing them. But I'm going to take the IPL down there because when I have a bath and shave my face, I usually go downstairs. So I've started doing my skincare downstairs, and I think the IPL, if I'm not going immediately into the office, which I regularly don't do, it's probably a good place to put it. I just came out of the bedroom. Can you guess? I'm holding this. What was I supposed to bring out of the bedroom? And this is why this never gets done. My Apple Watch just told me low power, 10% battery. So in case you were wondering if putting my Apple Watch charger in the living room next to where I sit helped at all, apparently it didn't. But hey, look, I'm doing the washing. I'm hoping that also in vlogging this, I will remember that I put this, if nothing else, when I come to edit this later on today, I will go, at 8 o'clock this morning, I put that washing in the machine. Sometimes I'll set myself a timer. The cycle's about 45 minutes. It's just a quick wash. I'll set myself a timer for 45 minutes. And then the timer goes off and I'm like, what was that for? And I just ignore it. I've got these candles currently curing, which are an old new scent. If you were a fan of Holiday House at Christmas that we launched, which is like a myrrh and tonka, we're bringing it back to the permanent collection, and it's going to be called Cashmere, and it's one of our first coloured labels. We wanted to do coloured jars depending on the scents. There are a couple of reasons why we decided not to do that, but the bulk of it is cost, and it just doesn't make sense. Colourful jars cost about, well, at least double a clear jar, at least double. We don't want to obviously pass that on to the customer because that's who, you don't care that much. Not that it would be a double cost, but for the jar portion of the price. There's never a pair of scissors in this kitchen. Like, how can that be? How can we not have one pair of scissors? And annoyingly, you kind of need, this is tear here, and it's not having that at all. This definitely needs to be cut. So as I was saying, they're considerably more expensive than clear jars. We already pay to have our labels printed now because the labels that we had printed, well, we were printing them ourselves, which was a lot more cost effective, but a lot more mental load. Have you ever had to use a printer on a regular basis? Not like a work printer where they just seem to work, I mean, even work printers are a pain, but like a regular printer for huge jobs. It's not fun. Also, I found that the ink was kind of weirdly rubbing off from the toner. It was really, really strange. So we decided to have them printed. They're also kind of like a waterproof label, so they stick on everything, including our stone jars. We're already having that as like an outlet. That's already a cost for us. So it kind of made sense that we could also have a coloured label because it's exactly the same price. I just like mock up the labels in PicMonkey and put them into Avery, which is where we order our labels. However, I've mocked that up with whatever colours, whatever patterns, whatever. It's the same price. So it's exactly the same price to us, even if it's in a colour. So, I mean, like, why would we not? I got distracted. I was supposed to use that sachet for measuring the milk as well, and I put it in the bin. So, Godspeed, porridge. This is going to divide people because this is too runny for me. I like my porridge, like, so that you could put a spoon in it. And golden syrup. Always only golden syrup. I just remembered that that was already flavoured. It's golden syrup porridge. It's going to be so sweet now. These are the mistakes we have to live with. Also, Lee made himself a cocktail last night. This is the level of, like, neatness that we're dealing with. He didn't want to get the residue of whatever he was... I think maybe, like, simple syrup was what he was concerned about, but still. This is the side situation I was previously referring to. This was me trying to find some painkillers. This is just how I live my life. I would say that is one major thing that changes as you get older. I don't care anymore. Like, I used to be so concerned with what you guys saw in vlogs and what have you. Like, not how I portrayed myself, because I was always who I am. But like, if I was walking through my house, people would be like, oh my God, your house is so messy. Oh, this is what we were watching last night. Your house is so messy. Your house is this. It's not like, I mean, it is messy. Yeah, okay, cool. It is messy. But I would really be like, people can't see how I live. This is, you have to live in a perfect way. I can tidy this room in 10 minutes. I just have chosen not to. I've chosen not to. And my husband allows me that freedom. And one day, when you hear that I've been poisoned, you'll know that he was pushed to his very, very limit. I forgot to bring my switch from the bedroom. Just had a bit of a not sleeping well situation at the moment, so my switch has been coming to bed with me for very late night games. This is my current comfort show. If you haven't seen it, Girls 5 Ever is about like an aging pop group from the early 2000s that tries to make a comeback in current day. It's created by Tina Fey and the music's all by her husband. It's just fantastic. I love it so much. It's frothy ridiculousness. It's not a serious thing, but I love it. I just have it on in a loop in the background, and there's going to be a new season this month. I've also downloaded both the albums. It's just really stupid songs. Something just arrived. I was really excited about the post today because I was waiting for my prescription and also some new candle oils. But something just arrived. I've never had a PR sample sent from the Inky list before.
So this is like a sizable box. I'm like, what is this going to be? Like, could be anything. Inside, there's this envelope, glossy envelope type thing. Inside the glossy envelope is this moisturizer. Required all of this packaging.
I honestly don't get it. I don't get it at all. I understand the whole... Manny, you stole my space. I understand the whole point of PR, obviously, but I don't understand all of the insane packaging. I will try it on though. You know, it is in keeping with the theme of the video thus far. Also, I like this. On the back of the Inky list stuff, it tells you like where in your routine this sits. I like that. I have bought things from them before and enjoyed them. They feel like kind of basic skincare things that are very uncomplicated. Like you don't need to, you don't need to read between the lines. You know exactly what it is. This says bioactive. That's the only part that you're like, ceramide repairing and plumping moisturizer. Kind of does exactly what it says on the tin. And the ceramide stuff, especially for someone like me that tends to err on the side of overdoing it with active skincare, which I know, but I can't be told. I just kind of get carried away. Ceramides are always a nice thing to have because my skin can get a little bit red and sore when I've overdone it. This is nice. It's absorbing really quickly as well, which makes me think maybe my skin needed this. Also, it's been so cold. It's bitter outside today. I just saw Emma's outfit of the day and reminded me that I'm supposed to do my outfit of the day. I did say I was going to do that every day on Instagram this month, but it reminded me of that. And I watched... completely lost my train of thought there. I watched Emma's Instagram and it's snowing where she is. I think what we would say up here is it's too cold to snow.
Manny is understandably irritated that I came back and stole the space that he'd stolen from me.
I just finished the JLo documentary, the school mom at the gates vibes. I just realised how cold it is. What is it called? Greatest Love Story Never Told. So great. I've only heard terrible things about the film. It's like a music video come movie for This Is Me Now. I haven't listened to the album yet. I actually didn't realise it was out. And I've been counting down since she originally said that she was launching it because absolutely loved This Is Me then. That was like one of my favourite albums. I say growing up of my teens. It was a long time ago, it was 20 years ago. Anyway, I've only heard negative things about the movie thing, about the album. But after watching the documentary, I can't wait to watch it. I can't wait. You should watch if you like her at all. And I don't get it. Why do people hate JLo? What is it? People seem to really dislike her. Good morning. It's the next day. You'll never guess what. You'll never guess. I actually put my washing out to be dried. I know. Shocking. Anyway, I'm going to try out the NARS tinted, what's it called? Tinted foundation. The skin tinted moisturizer. Again today because I wore it last week and I was really happy with like the application. Everything about it felt really nice. But it was settling into all the dryness I have kind of around here since I've been shaving and IPLing my face. I'm committed this year because I've got so much facial hair, like real dark, stubbly facial hair, specifically down here. The mustache area I could deal with. This part here specifically started with one when I was 18 and it's blossomed. But I've got so much of that I keep thinking once it goes grey, there's nothing I can do about it because IPL needs contrast. It needs, like, in an ideal world, super fair skin and
Also, I'm using a lot of it because I'm also hoping that will work as my SPF, because it's SPF 30, and I watched a dermatologist talking about her routine, and this is what she wore as her like day-to-day base. She lived in New York, and she said this was what she put on, and she was happy with the coverage that it gave her if she applied the right amount, which I feel this is, although it's probably more than I would usually apply just as makeup. Yeah, IPL needs a contrast, so it needs, like, in an ideal world, super pale skin, super dark hair. And as I'm getting older, I'm noticing that a couple of those very black, wiry hairs are going white. And once that happens, we're past the point of no return, and there's nothing I can do about it. So I really want to see whether or not really sticking to doing it every day or every few days actually makes a difference before it's too late. I woke up with the worst headache. This is why I don't really drink anymore. Nothing. I haven't had a drink at all, because this feels like a hangover. I haven't had a drink at all since last weekend when my friends came around. I just feel terrible. I just feel like I need 14 of these and maybe I'll be okay.
We're making bread.
It's looking really good, you know, this tinted moisturiser. I feel like, dogs outside are going crazy. I feel like the two expensive makeup items I bought last week, which historically I've usually been like, oh, I shouldn't have spent the money on those things. I did my research, I looked at the reviews, and I think that they have ended up being actually great purchases. But we will revisit in another beauty video.
Just leaving the bread to do its thing while we're out. So you may know, Emma and Chris bought me this beautiful little record player for my birthday, and when we'd been to my mum and dad's house this afternoon to help them out with some things, I stole / what is underneath here? Random things. Stole / borrowed some records. Very Best of the Eagles, Diana Ross Greatest Hits, The Supremes, Cabaret, like the original soundtrack of Cabaret, ABBA, Dionne Warwick. I want to say Warwick, but is it actually Warwick? It's Warwick, right? Dionne Warwick. I don't know, man. I don't know. Supremes and another ABBA.
Dionne Warwick, Dionne, I don't know. I don't know. But I think it might be Warwick. I googled it, of course I googled it. I actually just watched an interview with her on Jennifer Hudson's talk show where she explained that her actual name was Dionne. We would say in England Warwick for Warwick, but she was Warrick, and they misspelled on her first record her last name, and they made it Warwick, and her granddad suggested she use it as a stage name, which is kind of crazy because it was just one letter, and then they pronounced it Warwick, even though in theory she could have stayed Warwick, just misspelled. So we can understand the confusion.
And since we got home, I've been watching some YouTube and online shopping. I am in the market for, I want a half zip. I love like a funnel neck, not quite a funnel neck, is it? But you know, like a mock neck almost. But the problem I've got is I always feel like it's choking me, and I always feel like it's like going to get makeup on it. So I think this half zip thing is probably exactly what I'm looking for, and it's in the sale. It's in the sale. I'm also kind of already shopping for travel outfits.
It's March and we are not going away until the end of May. It looks like I've got like a clip-on microphone. I've always got, if not a bobble on my wrist, a little clip clipped to me somewhere because I need to get my hair off my face. I start to feel really claustrophobic if I can't get my hair off my face. Anyone else? Probably. Right, I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to wrap this up here, or we'll go on and on. I also went to Asda on the way back from my mum and dad's, and I bought some new bedding. So I'm going to pop that in the wash so I can put on some fresh new bedding, start a new week, start a new month. I love the spring. I love the summer these days. was always an autumn girl, obviously Christmas, but winter drags. It's really not been a great one for me. Winter, this particular winter has been real rough go of it. So I'm so excited for March. It kind of like sets us off for like spring, doesn't it? No matter what the weather is, because it's absolutely icy cold today. It gives you like a little bit of hope for something slightly warmer coming and some just slightly brighter days all around. So yeah, hope you guys have had a nice weekend and you're feeling just as hopeful about the new month and the new season that it should bring. And I will see you guys in the next few days. Bye.